What we have not as yet identified is the severity aspect of the Arayot laws, any more than other prohibitions recorded in the Torah. Lord Tirtzach, for example, Basa b'chalav, kidnapping, and so on and so forth. In response to this implied question, Rashi will make 2 points. Firstly, he links the Arayot to the events that happened in the days of Ezra. With this link, Rashi appears to broaden the definition of the Arayot to include intermarriage. Secondly, rather than use the term la'avor or lichshol, Rashi uses the expression lenatek ba'arayot, and as we shall demonstrate, this term only applies to a situation of intermarriage. The shoresh nun taf kuf refers to the act of severance, plucking away, to be removed from one's source. This is the definition that Rashi provides in Vayikra 22, and in this context would suggest a process in which the Jewish nation as a whole have become disconnected from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Vayikra 22 discusses the blemishes that disqualify an animal for use as a korban. In Pasuk Chaf Dalad, we list those blemishes that relate to the removal of the reproductive organs, of which 4 are mentioned: the ma'uch, the katut, the natuk, and the karut. Any one of these 4 situations, lo takrivu lahashem, disqualify the animal for a sacrifice, and furthermore the pasuk goes on to say, uba'artzachem lo ta'asu, castration in its various forms should not be practiced in the land. Of interest to us is the natuk, which Rashi translates as telushim biyad, a form of sterilization in which the ducts leading to the testes are severed. And therefore, when Rashi uses this shoresh with reference to a violation of the Arayot laws, l'natek ba'arayot, it reflects a severance, a cut, a disconnect between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Bnei Yisrael. Therefore, on account of the fact that within the Arayot laws there is an aspect that could l'natek ba'arayot, create a disconnect, from the very outset, ba'alehem b'gzeirah, God begins and introduces the Arayot laws with a warning that these laws must not be violated. In the next panels, we shall be presenting sources that underpin this thesis that intermarriage creates a nituk, one from the Rambam, a second from a commentary that Rashi makes to Dvarim, Perek Zayin, Pasuk 4. On a personal note, however, as I first read the SICHAH, and even now, I have difficulty with the thesis that is presented, namely that the Ani Hashem Elokeichem comes on account of a violation of the Arayot laws that cause a nituk between God and man, when this nituk, as we shall demonstrate, does not result from a violation of the Arayot laws, but rather to a violation of a law not mentioned in Vayikra, the act of marrying out.